That's kind of a bop, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, our theme song's kind of a bop.
It's kind of.
You can find it on iTunes. Just kidding, you can't. Well, kind of if you listen to the podcast. Which is available on iTunes. You're so cute when you take selfies.
Bro, stop.
We like a good selfie.
Everybody likes a good selfie.
Everybody likes a good selfie.
You gotta have it.
Welcome back, one and all, boys and girls and boys. Mostly guys, probably. Our demographic is going to be mostly like nerdy dudes. Maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I'm super excited, bro. I'm just looking at like what Marvel is doing. I know. I'm just jumped right into
Yeah, it's okay.
comic books.
Welcome to the second ever episode of the I Don't Know Bro podcast.
Right.
The only podcast on the internet that asks the question, huh?
Yeah.
No.
Right.
Is that going to be a thing I do every time? Probably not.
Probably not.
We'll see. I always wanted to have like a catchphrase type thing. But I didn't want it to be stupid like Kerpow.
No, don't do that.
Or what was that one chef? Emerald Lagasse. Bam! Like he just shouted.
Oh, yeah.
Bam! Like,
Wow.
he lets it in there. He's like, here's some salt. It's just salt and pepper, dude. Like, take a seat.
Right.
It's not that big of a deal.
It was literally paprika. That's for decoration.
Oh.
What happened?
Nothing. I just forgot to disarm a track, but that's cool. That's not a big deal.
Uh-oh.
All right, so this week we're gonna talk about some real nerdy stuff for a second.
What do you have in mind? What are you thinking about?
Oh, are you kidding me, YouTube? Just totally reset. You killed my bit.
Oh, man.
And it started in the middle. Cool.
Oh, Marvel.
Everybody knows it. Some people kind of love it.
Yeah, you have to. We don't own the rights to this.
Yeah, definitely got to turn that off. But it's so weird how polarized people get over Marvel and DC.
Yeah. You can literally start a war over Marvel and DC.
They have.
No, I mean like a physical war.
Yeah, they have. Why do you think we bombed Iran?
Oh, man.
Just kidding. Welcome back to Political Podcast.
Right. To this political conversation. I really feel like, man, DC's got some good stuff coming out, too. I don't think it's going to be better than what Marvel has coming out. I'm just all about Marvel. Fight me.
That's totally great because I feel like I like Marvel a lot more than DC as well.
Yeah.
However, one thing I will say is I don't think DC's released a movie as good as Wonder Woman almost ever. Like in the past, they had some pretty good Batman movies, but even some of those were clown talk.
Yeah. But it's, man, okay, the movies, Marvel owns the movies, but when it comes to anime, DC does have them with their animated Batman series. I mean, just
I thought you said anime.
Well, their animation.
Yeah, you right.
Is just anime, but whatever. It's their.
I was thinking like Japanese culture style anime.
Well, they have some too.
Yeah?
They do have.
To be honest, I never really got into.
Oh,
that
really?
kind of
No,
thing. Yeah.
DC does have some.
I just learned how to read too, so I didn't like know what I didn't get comic. Working for me, I didn't really get into comic books growing up either, mostly because I wasn't allowed. Mom, I know you're listening. It's all your fault that I'm not as good of a nerd as I wish I was. No, but I really truthfully wasn't allowed to watch or listen to or participate in a lot of those kind of things, like if they had superpowers involved.
Really?
Yeah, my mom wasn't for it. It's cool. I mean, I survived.
Yeah, you did survive. We were all about it, man. We were all about the fighting games, Tekken, Mortal Kombat. We loved
Dragon
it all.
Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z.
Pokemon.
Dude, I remember Dragon Ball when it was just Dragon Ball. I remember literally, early 90s, waking up before school, watching Dragon Ball before it was popular. Like before anybody, that's back when everybody was still on the Pokemon and Digimon. A lot of people don't even know about Digimon.
Yeah,
Digimon
that one kind of
was
fell
around
off there.
big time. And they just got destroyed compared to Pokemon. But yeah, I remember it not even being famous, and now it's everywhere. Now it's huge. It's famous. It's now it's a topic, and it's crazy.
One might say a cult following.
Yeah,
For sure.
definitely a cult following.
A religion, if you will.
Yeah, kind of like the whole Star Wars religion,
Yeah.
the Jedi religion.
You know what? I don't get why people are so hateful towards. I mean, yeah, maybe I do get it because some of the, like the sequel prequels that came out after like the original trilogy, some of those were kind of really, really bad. But I mean, if you kind of just not be a douche about it and just enjoy it for what it is,
Right.
it's not hard. Like I've heard a lot of people say they don't like the most recent one that came out. What was it? The something Jedi? I don't know. There's another one where
I've never
it's
been a
supposed to be
big-
the last Star Wars episode ever.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
I don't really follow the story, I guess, that much, but
Yeah.
it was nice.
I've never
thought it
been
was cool.
big on Star Wars. For me, it's always been more about the whole comic books.
Yeah, same.
Spider-Man, X-Man.
I grew up watching the original trilogy a lot, but that's because we had the VHS. Like,
Yeah.
there wasn't much else to do. But yeah, I definitely am more of a Marvel person, especially like X-Men.
Yeah. I
I
loved
loved
X-Men.
X-Men.
Loved X-Men.
In fact, I'm looking at X-Men stuff right now. I'm watching like the old cartoons on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Not Spawn.
Spawn?
I said not Spawn.
I loved Spawn.
No, not sponsored. Disney Plus did not sponsor us.
Oh, not sponsored. Bro, I thought we was talking about Spawn.
Oh yeah, I definitely wasn't allowed to watch that one.
No.
I did it in my young adult years, but definitely wasn't allowed to watch that one. That's good.
Dude, Spawn. Oh, my God. McFarlane. Tom McFarlane is the creator of Spawn. That's hands down his best work.
That clown is creepy AF. I don't like clowns to begin with, but I didn't like that guy.
You don't like his name's the Violator.
Yeah, he can go straight to hell.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a character. There's talks of a new movie, of a new Spawn coming out. And from everything I've looked up on it, I really am not excited about the way they're doing it. I am excited that they were talking about casting Jamie Foxx as Spawn. I think that'd be good.
Mm-hmm.
But the way they're talking about making it happen, I'm not too interested in, because they're talking about making him like a ghost to where you never really see him. They compared it to Jaws, to where he's there. He's the main character in the story, but you never really see him.
Like the suspense of it's more tangible and more effective than.
Yeah.
That's fair. I think that's why movies like Cloverfield and stuff like that, where they don't show the monster till like the end, like that, it works so well because you don't know what to be afraid of, but you know that it's terrifying.
But it's Spawn. I want to see some in-your-face action. I want to see a rated R Spawn.
Yeah.
Like where he's just in there, like what Venom should have been.
Yo, it had so much potential.
Dude, I'm
not mad at it.
I'm not mad at it. I just wish they would have kept it rated R.
Yeah, it probably would have been a little more entertaining, that's for sure. But one of the things that I'm really, really sick of in movies now that they're doing a lot, not only just remakes, like, granted, there are some now that we have the technology to do, it'd be way freaking cooler. But I'm tired of the remakes, and I'm sick of the same versus same storyline.
Yeah.
Like, we don't need anti-hero, semi-good Venom versus bad Venom.
Yeah.
Like, we don't need it. We know that they both have similar powers. They're just, make it more interesting than that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, oh my God, the remakes. They're talking about remaking Candyman. There's just so many remakes. It's all just remakes, reboots. And I think what it is, just all of us that grew up was like, we can do that better. Or it's like...
Yeah, but then they didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. All of us, because if you think about it, we were all kids watching these, and now we're all grown up. Now we're the producers. Now we're the makers. And,
You're right.
And they're like, well, let's just redo it and make it better. And it's like, no, just come up with your own. You know what I mean?
Right. Make a new story. Add to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, you can even add to it and I'll be happy.
Yeah.
But the only one, there's been a few remakes that I'm okay with. Like Stephen King's remakes, I'm happy with them because he did them himself. And he felt like, well, now we have technology.
Yeah.
And now I can make these movies what I wanted them to be.
Yeah.
Because I just couldn't do it then.
To be fair, I didn't see the original, which I probably need to go back and watch. But
Yeah.
I did see both of the newer ones. And that crap is creepy. Like I already said, I freaking hate clowns. And that movie was
and he's made them completely
intense.
You've seen them. Now, when you go watch the original, you're going to realize, bro, they're completely different.
I heard that the newer ones were like way more demented, I guess.
Yeah. They're way darker.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, the original was good. But, yeah, the new ones, oh, my God, I love them. Mm-hmm. And I know critics, I hate critics, bro. Because critics, they'll rip up a movie, and then I'll go watch the movie, and I'm like,
for real,
what were they talking about?
You can't, like, trust what you read.
You know, and it's like,
you gotta judge it for yourself.
You're doing these movies. Let me see you do it. Mm-hmm. You know?
But it's literally art, which is, subjective.
Yeah.
Like, you have to view it and form your own opinion. You can't just, like, read reviews.
Exactly. I hate reviews. But I know people in this world that's what they do is they literally will, if the reviews aren't good, they're just not, they're going to toss it aside. And then they're going to go in there like, oh, no, the reviews are right. The movie was horrible. Look at the CGI. Look at this. And it's like, I don't care. Like, I can't do CGI.
Yeah.
You can't do CGI. How can you complain about it?
Yeah, it's better than freaking stop motion, like paper balls on fire flying at
exactly
Legos.
We could have a flip book.
right.
They could be up there with a flip book. It's like, man, just enjoy it.
Yeah, it's not hard to turn. I mean, like, even as somebody having gone to film school, like, I'll rip a movie up.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of fun for me at this point, but at the same time, it does ruin it because I'm sitting there, like, pointing out continuity errors or, like, looking.
I just want to enjoy
for flaws. Movie. Yeah, and that part of me is probably forever dead. But
yeah.
But like I said, it's art, and you got to just watch and enjoy and appreciate for what it is.
That's it. And I lose. Like, I was looking up a movie that I loved, and I went and was just did horrible in the ratings on, what's the name of that rating? Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, their name is rotten. Like, they're letting you know.
They smell like doodle, baby.
Yeah, we're just out to destroy your movies. And, oh, man, the way they put it, watching this movie was like watching knives go through my eyeballs. And
that's a little dramatic.
Were they going through your eyeballs in your mom's basement, you loser? Like, Mom, meatloaf.
Yeah, why is it that kid, though? It's normally that kid that for some reason has some kind of internet following.
Right.
And bashes the crap out of stuff and people listen to it.
Yeah. And
move out your mom's house.
Right. And then Tom Cruise can drop a movie that's just horrible and, like, everybody loves it.
Oh, yeah. Like Top Gun.
Yeah, I'm so tired. No, so tired of them. So tired of them. Fight me, people.
Oh, man.
I like some of Tom Cruise.
I'm going to get crucified for that freaking Top Gun comment. People love that movie.
Right. People worship that movie.
Why?
Bro. I don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
That's all I got to say about that movie is why.
Why?
Tom Cruise is Tom Cruise in Top
every
Gun.
movie. He's the same Tom Cruise.
That's why I don't watch Nicolas Cage movies, because he's always the same. Declaration of Independence. Like, it's that same type of personality and character. Wow, somebody wrote you a book.
Yeah. Oh, my.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's Tom Cruise. He's definitely one of those actors where he does good. When you hear his name in a movie, you're like, okay, this movie's not going to fail, so let's watch it. It's not just going to be a horrible movie. So he does have that going for him. Everybody's going to feel comfortable going to watch that movie.
I hope my name someday has that kind of pull.
That kind of power,
That'd be dope. Be like, oh, yeah, Hunter's in it.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely
going
to
watch it.
Yeah. Like Denzel, man. Like, I really feel like Denzel has that power. Where it's like, oh, Denzel's in it? Oh, yeah, I'm going to watch it. I don't even need to see the previews.
Done deal. Oh, I already bought it.
Yeah.
I haven't even seen it.
I haven't even watched it. Very few actors have that, Like the new movie, that new zombie movie that came out with, what's his name? Save me.
Are you talking about the one that we watched at Cassie?
No, the latest. There's a latest zombie movie.
World War Z?
No.
No?
people are gonna kill me for forgetting
Zombie
this name.
movie.
Yeah, it's a comedy zombie movie with legendary comedy.
Zombieland?
No, but he gets killed in Zombieland. Dude.
Oh, I got a big brain fart too.
I'm gonna get destroyed.
The guy from Ghostbusters?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
That's the one.
Bill Murray is in. He's another one of those where he has the power. Like,
Dude.
you hear Bill Murray's name in there,
Uh-huh.
I'm watching it.
He and Betty White are like the two older actors that I want to meet before they die, and I'm running out of time.
I don't know, bro.
Especially
I think
with
Betty
Betty
might
White.
be there.
She might outlive me. Dang.
Yeah.
She
Betty's
turned
gonna be
98
here.
not too long ago.
That's crazy.
I'd still scoop her up.
Would you?
Oh, yeah.
Why not?
We get married.
Just to say, hey, I
I don't
with
even
Betty
want her
White.
money. I just want to be like, hey.
I'm with Betty White.
And not even like in a sexual way, but I'd be like, yeah, we slept together.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, she fell asleep and drooled on me while we were watching Full House.
Yeah.
You know how it be.
Yeah, Betty White. Oh man. Yeah, she's dude. Well, I helped that lady the other day. I had a customer that was 102 years old.
Shut up.
102, and she was in there with her daughter, and her daughter I think was like.
Should have took a selfie with her.
Her daughter was, I want to say, 80.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. And
That's
if you really do the math,
crazy.
it's like you were 20 when you had her.
Yeah.
22, 20. It was crazy. Yeah. And they both were
Whoa.
ancient. And it's funny because she knew more than the daughter knew about the account. Like, the daughter was like, I can't remember. And she was like getting irritated. She was like, it's such and such and such. And that was the answer to the passcode. Like, it was just.
Some people aren't that lucky to keep their mind.
She was just on it. Like, at the age of 102.
Jeez,
Like,
can you imagine living?
what all that woman has seen.
I feel like our generation is in a really, really good spot for that too. I mean, so was hers because there was a lot of stuff that they didn't have that we have now
Right.
that she got to see. But I can't imagine with how quickly tech has progressed
Right.
in the last, since I was born, in the
Right.
last 30 years, what it's going to be in another 20.
Our generation has it real good because we got to see what it was like. We got to witness what it was like before all this technology.
Yeah, we know how to play with dirt.
Right. But like the kids after
And
us,
rocks.
like I feel sorry for them.
Yeah, 'cause not knowing how
the
to function
parks-
without an iPad in their hand or something.
The parks are empty.
It's the saddest, but it's also super dangerous because all the freaking pedophiles
Yeah,
and
it's crazy. And it's
awful
like
people.
Like I remember growing up in apartment complexes, kids were everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
We were always outside. We had a Super Nintendo, but they never had to like limit us on how much to play because we were
We
outside
wanted to be outside.
all the time, And that rule about the street lights, like you used to hate seeing the street lights,
Yep.
because we were outside playing games, coming up with games, just all kinds of fun
Using your imagination,
Right.
like
And now it's like, man,
problem solving.
yeah, you drive by an apartment complex and it's empty. Like they literally took
Yeah.
the playground out of one of the apartment complexes
Mm-hmm.
that I lived in. And it's like, well, nobody was using it. Why do we even need it here?
Right.
It's crazy. It's scary that kids don't go outside anymore. I remember they were saying a lot more kids are getting sick now because they're getting less sunlight on their skin. You know? Like what is
But
it?
plus, you build a pretty strong immune system when you're sucking on a rock that was literally sitting in a pile of cat crap. Like,
Yeah, right. Like I've tasted. Bro, I remember gravel playgrounds. Like I remember
Yes.
running, falling, and getting a mouthful of those.
I knocked a tooth out in a gravel and couldn't
those
find it.
little bitty rocks, man, get all in your mouth full of dust and dirt. Oh my god.
Somehow I can still taste it.
Yeah, it's
like when you think about it hard enough, it's still in there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like, dang, I remember I remember getting stuck in the back of my throat and coming out my nose and
Shut
snot,
up.
bro.
That's
like,
scary.
bro, yeah. Like
That's never happened to
yeah,
me.
just like blowing your nose. Literally blowing your nose and those little pebbles coming out, bro.
I don't think that's supposed to happen.
Bro, we played hard. Like there
Yeah,
was
obviously a lot harder
There
than
was
I
no
did.
hard holding back. I remember we had rock fights, man. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember I was so proud of myself one time because I threw this rock and this kid was reaching for another rock, and the rock I threw hit his hand like as he was grabbing the rock, and it felt like it was done on purpose, but it really wasn't. You know, maybe I don't know. It was one of those. It was one of those instinct things, like where I saw him doing it, and I watched his hand, and I just let that bad boy go, and my body just took over.
That's like a full-on Western movie when they're reaching for the gun and you shoot the hand of the gun.
Proudest moment of my childhood. I wish YouTube was out then. And if smartphones were out then, it would have definitely got recorded.
For sure.
You know, there's so much stuff, so much cool stuff that happened in our childhood that won't be recorded. That happened on accident.
You know, and it's probably for the best too.
Yeah.
Like, some of it.
That happened on accident. And now it's like most of the stuff you see on there is scripted. It's like, oh, we're going to do this and then this is going to happen. And blase, blase. Like with us, it was like really happening on accident.
Yeah, you lose all the authenticity.
Yeah, all the authenticity. That will never be recorded.
Yeah.
Dang.
But we weren't out there for views.
We weren't.
We definitely are now. But.
Right. We was out there, but really it was like a different kind of clout, I guess. Now everybody's out for clout, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And so I guess it was just...
I kind of hate that word, if I'm being honest.
Clout.
Yeah. But not in the way because of how it sounds, but in the way that people use it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or Gen Zers, I guess. I don't know. Younger people than us be like, yeah, you got that clout. And I'm like, do it again?
It sounds too close.
That's pretty.
It sounds too close to the clap for me.
Oh, that's grosser. That's definitely grosser.
Oh, you got that clap.
Oh, you got that. Oh.
Oh.
No, he's like, actually, what I meant was, like a couple thousand followers on Instagram.
I am not shaking your hand.
And I'd be like, how did you get that? How'd you get that many followers? Oh, because you took your shirt off and you're not made of freaking Play-Doh like I am. So.
Right. But, you know, I think a lot of it is the robots, too. A lot of people pay for that. Pay for those views. And
that's sad. I'll never spend money on fake.
Oh, we're not?
Yeah, I mean, you do what you want, but I feel like that's how people's identities get stolen because they start giving information and payment information to bots. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking on my butt, but
that's
because I don't really know much about it. To be
honest. It's sad though because I guess communication with people has just become so minimum to the point to where when I got my new phone, I got the Samsung Note 10 Plus. And if you go to your
humble brag,
right? And if you go to your text messages, there's a section on this part over here that says chat bots, to where you can literally do chats with robots. Are you that lonely? Now somebody's listening to this that read it and they're like, "Eric's an asshole."
And that's creepy too. I mean, like it's sad. Like in the world where we're most connected, there's the most lonely people that there's ever been.
Yeah.
And also the same could be said about like in the age of information where you can literally look up anything at the tip of your finger or tip of your hand, whatever, tip of your fingertips. I said tips too much. Like there's never been more ignorance and more stupidity.
Yeah. And which is crazy because we have so much more opportunity for knowledge than has ever been before. You can literally learn an entire language from your phone.
Hell, you can speak to somebody across the planet in milliseconds.
From your phone. But the thing is, it's all online. You can literally, you're a whole completely different person. Like your internet presence is completely different most of the time than who you are.
Oh, big facts.
In particular. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No, online I'm a big old happy boy.
Right.
But usually I'm crying somewhere listening to sad music making people mad.
Yeah.
Because it's all sad
There's
music.
so many times to where we'll all be chilling and all be friends chilling. We were playing poker the other night. And I'm like, Hunter, bro, you gotta put some more upbeat music on. I can't do this. We're playing poker, damn it. You know?
Yeah, it'd be like that. I ain't gonna lie. No, I'm good. I'm happy. I don't want people to listen to this and think that there's something wrong. There's nothing wrong.
They're gonna be like, "Oh, Hunter needs a hug."
You know, usually, but I don't know. It always comes back to don't touch me. Like I don't want people to touch me. Oh man, you'll learn.
Yeah.
Not you, people on the internet.
Yeah.
You know already.
It's hilarious. You know what? I'm thirsty now.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna need to get a bottle of water.
That straw, the bottom of your cups is moist.
See, that's another one of those words. I don't mind. I used to not like it.
People hate that word.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me anymore.
They fucking hate that word.
Like, grow up and say moist. We're 30.
I have to let that. I'm trying to get rid of the F word because Hunter's grandma listened to our last podcast, and her only question was, "He likes to use the F word a lot, huh?" And I'm like, "Man, I need to clean my life up." She's so sweet though. It's hilarious.
She's a nutcase in the best way.
Yeah.
She's so funny. Like, it's crazy how much our relationship grew, like, after my grandpa passed. Like,
Oh,
and
really?
it sucks that it took that, I guess, but I don't know that it really took that, but it was definitely a catalyst to where our relationship
Right.
is now. And she's definitely warmed up, and it's a lot more fun.
That's good. That's good. It's kind of like with my uncle. He was hard on us growing up, and he didn't play. I mean, we joked around. We definitely joked around, but there was things you just didn't joke about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
And now we can joke. He's literally my best friend. We can joke about anything.
That's exactly how it was with us too.
Now, and I was explaining this to my other uncle, which is his little brother. And his little brother would always, man, he's boring and this and that and blase blase. And I broke it down to him. I was like, man, what you have to realize is he was trying to be the best inspiration to us. He wanted the best for us. So he didn't want us seeing all that. He didn't want us doing anything wild. He wanted to show, hey, life is serious. And now that we're grown, he don't have to teach us these lessons anymore.
Right.
So now he can joke and play with us. And now he's like, man, I had so much fun with my brother. Like, he ain't boring no more. I said, yeah, because now
because he was growing humans.
Right.
Yeah.
Now he can laugh and joke with us. And now that you've grown up and you're not stuck in that same stupid mentality that you were growing up, now you can actually see, hey, he really is a cool guy.
Yeah.
He likes to tinker and do his own little thing, but he's really a cool guy.
Yeah. That's like one of the things we said on the first podcast where, like, parents are too busy trying to be their friends instead of their parents.
Right.
But literally, there's the time and the place, and it's, like, normally 25 to 30. Like, when you start to develop that kind of relationship with the person that...
Yeah, and that's the thing is, like... And oh my God, you hear it now. You hear people say, I don't need anybody but my kids. They my best friends. Well, they shouldn't be.
That's sad.
They shouldn't.
That's like
be.
a Lindsay Lohan and her mom situation.
Yeah.
Like how they're always clubbing together.
Yeah, your child should not be your best friend.
Oh, definitely not.
Your
Because
child
they don't.
has friends. And
On top of that, they can't relate to you.
Right.
Aside from the fact that you have the same blood.
At all, man. It's like.
Y'all don't have the same life experiences.
No.
Kids just want to eat chocolate and poop their pants and be gross.
Yeah. And do things.
And disrespect you.
If you let them.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, no.
Beat your kids.
Yeah. Beat them things. Trust me, it's good for their health.
Definitely good for their personalities.
Yeah.
As long as you're not, killing them.
Yeah, I'm not saying like heat up a hanger and burn the bottom of their feet with it.
Oh, I wish you were.
That just sounds painful. You'll remember,
survival of the fittest.
You'll remember this with every step you take.
Oh God.
Oh
ooh,
man.
No.
Wow, imagine that. How do we get off of the whole Marvel topic? I'm looking at my.
Yeah, I was just about to say we're about at the halfway point again.
Really, I was looking at my phone and on my background I have the Hulk inside of an Iron Man suit. So two of my favorite characters together.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it made me think about Marvel. And I'm so excited about Morbius.
The vampire one? It does look
a lot
very
of people have
interesting.
no idea who he is. I even forgot who he was.
I didn't know at all until you brought it up.
Yeah.
That day at work.
And then I was like, who? Good God, that's a big fly.
Uh-huh.
But I was like, Morbius. And so I looked him up, and as soon as I saw who he was, I was like, Morbius.
That it.
The living vampire. Beast mode of a character.
Mm-hmm.
Beast mode. So much can be done with him.
Yeah, hopefully they don't ruin it.
Yeah, no. From what I see, it's gonna be
Who's playing? Is it Jared Leto?
yes, Jared Leto.
Oh.
And from what
Glad he came back from the dark side, aka DC,
for AKA DC
as the worst Joker known to the universe.
I can't. Oh my! Everybody's saying that, but I can't agree with y'all.
But
Because
I guess the reason why I say that is because I don't really remember much of his part in
right.
what was that movie?
Suicide Squad.
He I don't remember him really being in it much. But whenever I went to the theater to see that movie, I was expecting it to be a Joker movie.
Right.
And it absolutely was not that.
And that's not his fault, you know. But
Yeah.
here's the thing. The reason I'm so okay with his Joker is because there was so many versions of the Joker.
Uh-huh.
And he just literally played another version.
He's the gangster version.
Yeah, the crazy gangster version of it. And that's one of the characters when it came to him. You know, the who I'm missing, who I would love to see DC come out with, is the Riddler. I need to see another Riddler.
Yeah, not a Jim Carrey version.
No, I would love a Johnny Depp version.
Ooh.
Yes, a dark Johnny Depp.
I'm behind that like a
Riddler.
proctologist.
I would love to see Johnny Depp play the Riddler.
Yeah, I bet that'd be good.
Oh my God, it'd be sick.
That'd be really cool.
He would play the hell out that part. You know,
because he's just weird enough. Like I feel not just as an actor, but as a person. Like
to do it.
Yeah, I think that's why he works so well as the Jack Sparrow character.
Yeah,
or like pretty much any character he's done because he's a freaking weirdo.
Speaking of which, I literally was watching Edward Scissorhands the other night, and I haven't seen that movie since I was a kid. So bad, so corny, oh my God, the blood.
Most Tim Burton movies.
Yeah, when
Tim Burton movies.
He cut a guy's face in the movie, and the blood was damn near orange. Like I was like,
looked like pie filling.
Yeah, I was like, what is that? It looked like jelly, and then like you could tell his face wasn't cut. It was just horrible. I was like, man.
Could have had better prosthetics.
Oh man, this is why we're redoing movies. Like they're like,
big
okay,
facts.
I want to redo that and cut his face. Actually, like,
I want the actor to really bleed.
Yeah,
I like it when the red water come out.
Right. I was watching him like work his hands to cut the girl's hair, the lady's hair, and all that. And like his fingers weren't hardly moving. It was just
kind of.
But there was hair like flying everywhere.
Just a little dramatic.
Yeah, you could tell it was like a fan just blowing, recirculating hair. I was like, man, this just looks horrible. You ever watch that movie? Man, why do I keep forgetting these movies? And I know you haven't watched it.
It's easy to do.
It's called Lawnmower Man.
Nope, definitely haven't seen it.
You've never watched Lawnmower Man?
I've never even heard of it until right now, this very moment.
It's okay. Lawnmower Man definitely came out in the 90s, right? And it was more of it was like virtual reality. Before virtual reality ever existed. It was like almost even like Tron. Remember Tron was like that.
I do remember Tron. I was there.
So this movie they started off experimenting on monkeys. Okay. And I think one of the monkeys ended up like escaping, they kill it or something. I was just talking to my uncle about this movie the other day. Mm-hmm. And they ended up experimenting on like a human, one of the main guy. You got to go watch it, and then we can talk about it. It's a great movie.
Okay.
You're going to be like, oh, my God, this looks horrible. You know.
I mean, if the story's good, I can watch a lot of it.
Yeah.
Like, there was a movie that was kind of like that, the beginning of it. It was called Let the Right One In.
Okay.
And it was a recommendation from one of my film teachers. And it literally is a Norwegian movie. No English in it. You had to read the subtitles. But it's about this little girl who's a vampire, like maybe 12 years old. And it is actually a really, really good movie. So as long as it's got a compelling story, like, I'm in.
Yeah, there's a lot like that. I was looking at the like evolution of the Predator. Predator is one of my favorite characters.
That's a yeah.
Oh my God,
But
I just feel like they never get it right.
Really?
Never get it right. And the first one was damn good, but it's like the Predator got weaker and weaker in each movie. Which if they would just follow the comic books. Listen to me, people. If they would just follow the comic books, they'd do great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he was just, but anyway, I got off topic. So like his disappearing, his cloaking when he would like blend in from back then to what it is now, it's outrageous. You could still pretty much see him. He looked like a rainbow when he would cloak it like the first one.
Oh yeah.
Now
Like
it's
you could
like,
just see like the refracted light. And
now
stuff.
it looks sick. Like technology has come that far. It's at
You're saying it's better now than it was.
so
like
much
yes,
better now.
Yes.
So much better now. But it wasn't. They weren't redos. They were like adding to the story.
Yeah.
There is an interesting story.
I feel like that's one of the few that's kind of done that. Like,
Right.
I don't think that any of them have really been remade.
They haven't, but there is an interesting story behind the Predator and the Predators.
What's that?
So Predator 1, right? Then there's Predator 2, the Concrete Jungle, where they're in like L.A.
Yeah, I remember
So
that one.
evidently that was supposed to be part 3.
That was the first time I got scared to cut people because I thought everybody had acid blood.
Oh man! So
But I
part
did it
3,
anyway.
the other one, Predators, where they were like on the Predator's planet getting haunted. That was supposed to be part 2, but evidently they lost the script and ended up making Concrete Jungle. Then years later, in the early 2000, what was that? 2000, about maybe 2011, 2010 when Predators came out, somewhere in there. So
But that was when it was Alien versus Predator, right? When
no,
that was-
Alien versus Predator came out like early 2000s.
Okay,
99,
okay.
2000.
Oh yeah.
So they was going through boxes and found the script for Predators, which was supposed to be part 2.
Oh wow.
And then they were like, bro, let's just do it. And then boom, Predators, which turned out to be one of my favorites. Came out with the dogs they released. Bro, if you do like research on the Youches is their name. That's the name of their species, the Youches.
Oh wow.
So if you do,
I learned something.
yeah. So we call them predators as humans, but they're called Youches.
Okay.
And if you do like
Name
research,
drop.
yeah, name drop, baby. So if you do research on it, there's like so many different versions of them that is just crazy.
Because it's like them and the aliens, like the big oblong head aliens, they both have it in their like genetics where they mold with whatever
right.
species.
But
like
and
they,
here's the
they
crazy
take
thing:
different characteristics of.
forever, those have lived until Alien versus Predator. They have lived in two completely different universes.
Do they?
But
Because I thought there was like hieroglyphics of like an ancient war.
that's the thing. But in the way they were doing it, it was two separate until Alien versus Predator.
Okay,
But
I
that
see
was
what you're saying.
planned all along.
Yeah.
It's been in the comics, and then if you go back, you find Easter eggs. But nobody was looking for Easter eggs back then. You know what I mean? There was no podcast about it, no social media, YouTubes, no people that dedicate their whole lives on finding Easter eggs.
I can't say there weren't fandoms, but there definitely weren't fandoms like there are today.
Right.
Like,
not even close. Now we can
borderline
actually be
cults.
fandoms. I can literally talk to somebody in China now about Youches, and they would know what I was talking about.
that was a fun sound.
Yeah, it was weird.
I like it when it's right up in my ears.
It's
Burps
funny.
are funny. Burps and farts are funny, and if you don't think so, get out of my life. I don't
Yeah.
have time for you.
Yeah, we fart at work all the time.
Oh yeah, I used
All
to
the
do that
time.
when I was managing a Chili's, not sponsored. Whenever my servers would come up to me and be like, "I have this table and they're being like huge dicks, and I need you to go talk to them," I would literally be like, I'd go first and like feel out the situation, and if I determined that they were being the way that my dramatic servers were saying they were being, I'd leave them a little gift.
Oh wow! Did he
I'll
just
leave
crop dust us?
I'll leave them a little gift.
That's hilarious.
Hello, Merry Christmas.
So
Here's a
you can
gift.
fart on demand? I can't.
Not so much anymore. Whenever I was eating French fries and chicken crispers on the
Right.
rag, I
It
could.
was just waiting in the whole like a 12 gauge.
Yeah.
You just kept it loaded.
Yeah,
That's
that
crazy.
salsa is not real salsa. It'll do things to you. It's
Bro. Oh my
mostly
God.
tomato and then whatever comes inside the bag.
Wow.
Yeah. Nobody knows what's in the bag.
It makes me so nervous.
What's in the bag?
What's in that bag?
It's a
That's
box.
what I'm going to ask him next time.
Excuse me.
Hey, I
what
need-
ingredients are in your salsa?
Hey, you know what? Bring me the bag. Before you open it, bring me
Pass,
the
bring me
bag.
the bag. All right. Well, we're a little over halfway. We're just gonna hit this button and see what it does. Okay. I can feel it.
That
This
ain't
is
too bad.
again where we would put a sponsor spot if we had one. If you want
If
to
we
get
had
it,
one,
get it down in this situation. Support the podcast. We'll shout you out. It'd be real cool.
yes, definitely.
Again, want to shout out Miss Katie for making our podcast art at KThinksArt on Instagram. KAYTHANXART.
We're gonna shout you out all the time.
She's Jim, and we love her, and she's an incredible artist, and she needs to make some money.
like everybody else in this world.
So go pay her money to
And
make
she
it things.
is doing a damn good job at what she does. So definitely go check her out.
Pay your artists.
Yeah.
For real. Pay your artists. As somebody who has literally struggled with that from the beginning of time, pay your artists.
Pay.
It's not a free service. We work very hard. We got lots of training. You're not paying for the 30 minutes it takes us to draw. You're paying for the 30 years of experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I get
People
a
don't realize that even with athletes, man, you hear people complain about how much athletes make, and it's like that athlete has literally dedicated their entire life from childhood up.
Big facts.
Has been working to become that person that you're complaining about,
Mhm.
but you love to watch.
Yeah.
You know,
But
what
it's wrong for them to make what they want, but they have to be your entertainer?
Right.
Excuse me?
Right. And, you know, I'm not downing a paramedic, a firefighter, and they're like, those people should be making millions. I'm not saying they shouldn't be making millions.
Right.
But at the same time, that person grew up and then decided to do that. You know, there's these people literally chose putting their body out there on the line like this since a child.
Amen.
Pop Warner, like,
Don't get me started.
yeah, so much
Yeah,
work.
pay your artists. Go check out Katie's Instagram again. That's at KAYTHANXART. And go spread some love.
Right.
We'd appreciate it.
Even with her, like, as good as she is, imagine how many pen strokes, how many notebooks, how many pencils and pens and markers she's gone through just to get to where she is right
Absolutely. And you can see that all on her Instagram.
now. Yeah, you can
Amen.
go check that Instagram out.
All right, so let's talk about some Marvel movies.
All right.
What's your favorite Marvel movie?
Oh my God, dude, I can't. All of the Iron Mans.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
All of the Iron Mans.
I think I can. Yes.
Yeah.
They're
Hulk,
good.
The Hulk is my favorite character though, but I don't like I don't like him in the MCUs. I feel like he was way too weak, and we didn't see any the Hulk.
Oh yeah.
And we didn't see any of his evolutions, like because he gets angrier. As he gets angry, he gets stronger.
Yeah. I feel like they showed, even though he won in the end, one of the earlier newer Hulk movies, with the anti-Hulk, whatever that ugly dude, they showed him being stronger than the regular Hulk,
and like we never saw his strength get stronger with his anger.
Right.
Like World Breaker Hulk,
He like hit a
came
ceiling
out.
and didn't go any
World
stronger.
Breaker Hulk should have came out. I was expecting him. There was even talks of him, World Breaker Hulk, coming out in Endgames, and we ended up getting Professor Hulk, which was cool if we would have got him in the beginning, and then let's say Scarlett Johansson died, and then World Breaker Hulk came out. But if World Breaker Hulk came out, the movie would have ended a lot faster too.
Yeah.
Because he would have just destroyed Thanos. He would have destroyed.
Oh, that's the same reason why they didn't put Captain Marvel in him either.
Right.
Which that might be one of my favorites.
Captain
but that's
Marvel?
probably just because I'm a huge fan of Brie Larson.
My favorite part of that
Oh,
movie.
is that the right person?
Is
that? Yeah, Brie Larson.
Yeah.
She's ooh.
Yeah,
She's a
a hottie. My favorite part of that movie, though, is when he offered boy $50 to turn into a Venus flytrap. He was like, "I give you $50 if you turn into a Venus flytrap."
Talking to the cat.
Yeah,
That's freaking funny.
Oh my God, that movie, that part of the movie, sold it for me. Definitely sold it for me.
I think an interesting three-way tie between Captain Marvel, what's the one? Doctor Strange. I really like the Doctor Strange movie.
Oh yeah.
And Thor.
Thor, I like Thor.
I've not enjoyed any one of the Thor movies that has come out.
I like the fact that they got away from the love story in Thor, because the first one they put a lot of love story into it, and then on from there they kind of got away from the love story. I guess because they realized, like, bro, this is Marvel. Like, we don't need the love story. Like, it's okay to have
Absolutely. Necessary, I'd say.
Hints of love, but bro, let's destroy some things. We have the
We
Avengers,
have
baby.
the technology.
Like, right. It's the Avengers, baby. Like, you know. And so I do appreciate the fact that they did get away from the love story. They were even doing it with the Hulk and Scarlett Johansson, which I was okay with. You know, had the little flirtation going on. But they never, like, gave them closure. They just like, okay, next movie, we're taking that out.
Yeah.
Like.
What movie? You showed me today that there's another Marvel movie that they're making that's going to potentially... Oh, it's Doctor Strange 2. Yeah.
And they're going to... It's in talks, so nothing is confirmed, so do not take my word for this, people. But it's in talks that he could be bringing back 2 people from the dead. And I'm really hoping it's Iron Man. Iron Man and Scarlett Johansson. I kind of got a feeling it's definitely Scarlett.
Who else would it be, though? I don't remember. I mean... I truly don't remember a lot of like the big heroes dying.
That
other
died
than
and
them.
didn't come back. What if he brings back Thanos?
No, there's no way.
You don't think so? I don't know. What if he actually...
Did he not live?
No. Thanos got snapped. That's what killed Iron Man. Iron Man said, "I am Iron Man," and then snapped.
Oh, yeah.
And
You're
killed
right.
Thanos and his army. Which was dope the way Thanos went out. He went out like a gangster, man. Sat down. He was like, hey, it is what it is. You got me.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, I'm not mad at Thanos because I understand what he was doing. A lot of people are
and
like,
now
"There's
I'm
definitely
I'm
an
a
asshole."
little scared to be.
I understand exactly what he was doing. You know, now granted, what he was trying to do could have been
do
handled.
it different.
Yeah, he could have definitely did it different.
Yeah, he could have created places to put people.
Yeah,
in the infinite vastness of space versus deleting them.
Right. Instead of just deleting them. He was like, because resources were running out. So he's like, if I cut the population down 50%, the resources will be fine.
But I have this whole gauntlet that can literally create life, and I'm just going to instead destroy it.
Instead, I'm just going to take it. When, you could have just, boom, 50% more cows.
Right.
Like,
hashtag Thanos is a piece of shit.
I like Thanos, man. I like Thanos. He's like, I know what it is to lose, and I know what it is to lose. You know, I guess because I can see myself a lot in that, like, meaning for the better. Yeah. But a lot of people in the world today don't see my mindset because I grew up a lot different than they did. You know,
big facts.
So I completely understand where Thanos was coming from and not being understood. You know, because I grew up old school, man. You know. And so my point of views are a lot different than a lot of people's point of views now. Like, I hear people talk about their kids. Oh, yeah, my kid, he runs the household. He runs the TV and this and that. And I'm like,
oh, hell no.
Yeah. I'm like, excuse me?
No.
Like, excuse me? You know? Like, we had a lady come in.
Who's paying for that TV?
Yeah, we had a lady come in, and she's like, I got to get my son his own phone, and we have to go to unlimited data because he just sucks up all the data. And I'm like, or you can control your child.
Didn't one... Oh, this is about to get real kind of sad. You remember the little boy that committed suicide not too long ago?
Yeah.
I believe it was his family that came in that one time that was like, we need to get him a phone or get one of our kids a phone. Because if we don't, his girlfriend's going to break up with him.
No way. That wasn't that kid.
Middle school. Yeah. Like middle school age kids. And that's
It couldn't have been that kid. It was that kid?
I'm pretty sure. My sister told me something about it, and I think that might have been...
It was...
It might have been correlated. I don't think that it... I don't know. But even still, if that were the case, worst case scenario, if that was how it happened, you're getting your kid...
You're feeding
a commitment.
This. Yeah.
Because some stupid little girl said she was going to break up with him if he didn't get a phone.
Yeah.
Like,
you're feeding this.
And at this point, handing these little kids this device that can show you anything good, bad,
Right.
and awful
Right.
over a little 12-year-old girl that they're going to forget by the time they're 27.
Right.
Like,
But screw
what are
that.
you doing?
By next week, most of the time, it's
Yeah.
like it's like you're because if it was me in that situation, they'd be like, well, I guess you shouldn't have no girlfriend in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Much less I'm finna go get a phone for you. You boy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it wouldn't have even been a conversation.
Like, y'all can see each other until the
Yeah.
freaking streetlights come on, and then that's it.
Not even in it wasn't even a conversation. But
Yeah.
at that age, we wasn't worried about girls. There was people, of course, you know, at that age, but my group wasn't. We were worried about building sticks, cops and robbers, and
Yeah.
things like
Using
that.
your imagination.
Yeah. We weren't. I mean, yeah, you know, we all. Oh yeah, that's my girlfriend. But it was never nothing like, bro, that's my girl, and oh my god, if she breaks up with me, I'm not gonna know.
They're
what to
acting
do.
like they're grown.
Yeah, no, it was never nothing
Yeah.
on that. It was like, yeah, I had a crush, you know, but it was never like, bro, if she stops talking to me, I'm offing myself. It was never that.
God, that's why I hate the internet, man.
Right.
I mean, I
But-
love it because it makes stuff like this possible, but at the same time, the reason why these
Yeah.
kids are doing these things is because they're thinking, if I don't have this,
But
whether that be a
it
relationship
also
or an
gets to the point
iPhone,
to where,
it's the end of the world.
right. But it gets to the point to where it's like you got to question, you're raising these kids to be soft.
Big
You're
facts.
so
Say
protective
it
and so
again.
baby them. They're soft.
Yes.
Softer than Charmin. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're so worried about protecting your child's feelings, and then when they reach the world, when they enter the Thunderdome, and nobody gives a damn about their feelings,
And unlike Charmin, they can't take no crap.
right? Yeah, you know what I mean. And we grew up being built for that, like we were trained for that. We
learned
heard
how to
the
rub
word
some dirt
no.
on it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, dude, the no word.
dog. I remember being.
I was about to say
told-
that's the new N word, but the N word's still the N word. and we-
like no.
that's not-
And I remember like if they see you climbing a tree, they wouldn't go in. No, you can't climb this trees there. They'd be like, fall if you want to.
Yeah.
you know what I'm
You'll learn. You won't
Yeah.
do it twice.
Yeah, that was my uncle's favorite line. Oh,
If
I
you
bet he
want
won't.
to.
It only take one time. You know? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, they tell us stupid stuff like
The hot
all right,
stove.
Yeah. Break your leg, don't come running to me.
Yeah.
And it's like if I break my leg, I ain't running nowhere. I don't know if you know this.
It's gonna be a lot harder at that point.
But that was the mentality we grew up with. Now it's no, what if he hurts himself? Let me go stop him from hurting himself. Let him hurt himself. Let him.
He's gonna learn from it.
Yeah.
You don't
know?
grow without going through stuff.
Right. I remember when I first started playing football. My uncle still laughs at me about this, man, because they put me on the line. I was a little chubby kid. So they
Same.
put me on the line, and I just got drilled by this dude. He was like way bigger than me. Like I remember him just driving me, drilling me. And my
Say
uncle,
that less.
And and my uncle wasn't. It was still never a thought in my mind to, man, this isn't for me. I need to quit.
No, it was, I gotta get
even
better.
when I got home, like I remember getting in the car, my uncle laughing at me about it. You know, and
Yeah.
it didn't hurt my feelings. It didn't. It was like, dang, you got me. Like it is what it is.
You got.
But the next game, I was putting that dude in the backfield because my uncle laughed at me.
Yeah.
It drove me to.
It was motivating.
Right. And now if you laugh at a kid, like the parents get all upset about it. And it's like, no, well, you don't wish for it to be easier. Wish for you to be better.
Yeah.
You know what
Also,
I mean?
parents make fun of your kids. That's how they get personalities.
Yeah. Like I grew up in a time to where literally you got destroyed at the lunchroom tables. Like roasting.
Every day was a
nothing.
roast. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I remember like even handicapped kids was getting it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. And they'd roast back.
And they're some of the funniest people
They
ever.
never cried about it. They literally would joke back with you. There was a guy, he was a person, he had to walk on crutches because his legs were, I guess, I don't know, paralyzed. He couldn't use his legs.
Yeah.
And he was our water boy. And we would joke with
No
him
kidding.
and roast him all the time. And he would shoot jokes back. I wrote him, I want to say about a month ago, because I have him on Facebook, and I wrote him, and I was like, what's up, slut? What you been up to? And he literally sent me back, laughing and saying, hey, bro, what's up? Like, because it was never like, nobody was soft, I guess.
Yeah.
And
Well, you learned how to not be.
right, you had to have a backbone. And nowadays, nobody has that
Oh,
backbone.
in case you can't tell what I'm doing, since it's an audio podcast, I'm shaking my head. Yes, agree.
yeah. Nobody has that backbone.
Yeah.
There was a customer in there the other day with his little kid, and his kid was getting the iPhone 11. And he was like, I think I'm just going to go back to a flip phone. And his kid was like, bro, Dad, you're going to completely get roasted if you do. And his dad was like, I'm not worried about that. Like, and that just shows where these kids' mind are. Like, oh, I don't want to get picked on.
Yeah.
I don't want to get bullied. We didn't have bullies. We weren't worried about the bullies. I'm not saying.
Well,
I'm not saying
bullies made me want to kill myself.
Bullying may not have been happening, but that wasn't in the low. That wasn't in the middle class, lower end class, lower. Where I was, it just wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? We didn't worry about bullies because everybody had hands and everybody was getting roasted.
Oh, fair.
And that's more for the privileged. Like suicide. If you look at the suicide rates, the privileged class killed themselves way more than the lower classes.
Yeah.
That's all privileged. Privileged kids get bullied.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? I grew up with pro wings.
Wait, what?
Pro wings. See, you don't even know what they are.
Oh, man.
Yeah. See, I grew up with non-named shoes. Like,
okay.
Yeah, literally. And I remember starter jackets and all that at Walmart.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
We never got picked on for that, though.
Mm-hmm.
Never.
Yeah, because it wasn't about what you had. It was the quality of your character.
Now, somebody walking around in Walmart jeans, you'll never know they was Walmart jeans.
I'm wearing them right now.
Yeah, my pants right now are Walmart. Walmart is a style now. And then I remember I hit high school, bro. And, like, I think I had Nikes. When I hit high school, middle school, high school, my uncles became a truck driver. We had more money, so we got more shoes and stuff, you know. And I remember then, like, the whole varsity football team had these Velcro shoes from Walmart. The whole football team had them, all gray. We were like, bro, these are the shoes. Like, and then they were comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but even now, like name brand stuff is not functional.
Now thrift stores are the place to be now.
No kidding.
Like, people go to thrift stores like crazy because now people realize it's more about, I guess, the style or your swag. Now it's about, can you make that look good? Not, well, what's the name on that shirt? Now it's, man, you make that shirt look good, bro.
Yeah.
It don't matter. Like, I have so many shirts from Walmart now that I'll go places and I'm like, dang it, that person's got my shirt on. I've been at the bar and we like, bro, we got Walmart. Come on, dog. Like,
represent.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that, yes, you're right to a certain extent about that not being as big of a deal now, but I think that's where we are.
Right.
As 30-year-olds, like, we don't care anymore what the name brand is. But the reason why I think we're seeing such a high suicide rate with kids is because it is about having that iPhone, or having that whatever.
And that's crazy. That's crazy to me. And cyberbullying.
That didn't exist when we were kids. Yeah.
But I can't wrap my head around it. You're literally worried about what somebody said over the internet. Somebody, you don't even know what this person looks like.
Yeah, literally an avatar.
Yeah.
Like a cartoon
and you're worried
picture.
about what this person said?
Yeah.
That's how you live in your life?
It's crazy, right?
Yeah, it's outrageous, bro.
We're letting things like that have way too much weight.
Way too much weight. And it really makes me question, like, everybody wants to blame the bullies. Like, I want to blame the parents. Why is the parents not being questioned?
Right.
Why is your kid so soft?
I think
and why is your kid bullying?
I feel like this is, even though to us it doesn't seem like a new problem because it's been going on for a good portion of our lives, in the grand scheme of things, internet is less than 100 years old. Yeah. By far. In the millions of years, depending on what you believe about Earth's creation. Yeah. Like, this has not been a problem before. Right. So,
well, it was also a point in time.
People are still learning how to
adjust to it.
Make that call. Yeah. Like, you can't just all of a sudden attack parents. I think you should at this point. Like, I feel like it's been a thing long enough.
Because it was a time to where if the parents found out there was a bully, they found out you getting picked on. No, we going over there and you gonna fight this kid.
Oh yeah.
At one point in time, now it's like, oh, I'm gonna go sue the parents.
I'm gonna tweet at their mom, and they're gonna. Yeah.
No, it used to be, no, we gonna handle this. Y'all gonna fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that was the end of it.
Yeah.
You know, and half the time the bully lost that fight.
The end of it is my favorite Marvel movie.
You know, like I said, and half the time that bully lost that fight. Then everybody realized, oh, he ain't got no hands anyway.
Yeah.
You know.
And then that kid shut up.
Yeah.
Because he got tired of getting his butt
kids,
whipped.
kids weren't as soft.
Mm-hmm.
Now, literally, kids are soft. Oh, you know, he's picking on me and this and that and blase, blase. Well, fight him.
Right.
It wouldn't have been no questions. You know?
Yeah.
It's...
You know what we're going to have to do now? Because I realize you've said it on every podcast so far. And we're going to have to get a shirt, like a pocket tee, and on the little titty pocket, it's going to say blase, blase.
Blase, blase. Is that going to be trademarked? I'm all right with that. Blase,
I'm going to have to learn how to spell that to put it on a shirt.
BL, blah.
Because it's not Blaze, Blaze. You know why I know? Because I tried.
Because that's right.
I even asked Siri. She wasn't a big help. She's like, did you mean Blaze? And I'm like, no, you pothead, I meant.
No, that's what Zerg's doing.
Well, those are our favorite Marvel movies.
Yeah.
You know, this podcast may be a little tangential, but, you know, that's okay with me.
Right.
I think good conversations come out of spontaneity.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
So, but definitely, people, where are we at?
We are just over an hour.
All right, cool. So definitely, people, I would love feedback and questions. Good old Q&As. You can't go wrong with those.
Heck yeah. Please tweet at us.
Yeah. Tweet us, inboxes. We accept it all. You know, any questions, anything you'd like to hear our opinions on, hit your boy up.
Yeah, give us some topics for the podcast.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Where can they find you?
I have to get my pages synced up.
Go ahead.
And then I'm going to spit them out.
They can search your name at least on Twitter.
You can at least search Zarek Baldwin. I'm sure it'll pop up. My Facebook is right now ZB Baldwin. ZB Baldwin. That's my Facebook. My Instagram is Z_Baldwin. And you can find me on there. My Snapchat. My Snapchat is ZB_06.
We love it. Follow the podcast everywhere at IDK Bro Podcast on everything. We have a Cash App. If you want to donate to us, same thing. #IDK Bro Podcast. We're just trying to do the daggum thing. Literally IDK Bro Podcast on every social network.
Right.
Text us, email us, number. I just had a stroke. The email, I don't know, bro, podcast@gmail.com. Or you can text in your questions to 210-420-2373. And we'll put them on the podcast.
Yes.
We love you guys so much. Again, my name is Hunter Kanady. I'm at Hey It's Oho on everything. Come talk to us.
Yeah. Blase, blase.
Also, share this podcast with your friend. Blase, blase. Share this podcast with your friends, family. Blast it on social media. Do whatever you got to do. We want to make this a big thing.
Definitely.
Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes and all that fun stuff. Google Podcast. Yes. And we love you so much. Thanks for listening.
All right, people.